Yo, what's up Banter fam? Welcome to yet another masterclass. In this series, I'm going to be teaching you my secrets, my tools, and my strategies on how I manage to do it in a short period of time. First thing I need you to do, smash this like button, then smash the subscribe button and the notification bell. Join the best community in the world. Now secondly, if you are looking to open any new accounts, make sure to use the links below in the description, as that will qualify you for any giveaways, any specials on the show, and it will show the channel a lot of love. In this show, we're going to be showing you Doji Candlestick patterns. Let's get into it. So what are Doji Candlestick patterns? Guys, this is actually quite funny because it falls under the pattern section, but it's actually an individual candlestick. And what's amazing with these is they can occur at any time, at any sort of point, but they tell a beautiful story behind it. They show you that there's been a massive indecision between the bulls and the bears. And what's very important to understand is the candles after this, because they're trying to tell you something. And what we've noticed is when the market starts to get to the indecision phase is when we really start to get something big that happens, and you need to be aware of that. Now, why is it so important? Guys, you don't want to miss the big moves. You want to know when the bulls and bears are really starting to clamp down and volume is starting to taper down, and we're getting to that stage. Because when there is low volume, they are able to shift the market a lot quicker. So by identifying these candles and understanding where they are, you can then see that a big move to the up or the downside is coming, and you can then prepare yourself. So we've created this diagram for you guys to give you the three major ones that we like to look at, and the big ones that I've really seen play out a few times in my trading career. And we got the basic Doji candle. We then have the Dragonfly Doji, and we have the Gravestone Doji. And you can see they're all very similar to the same closing price. So what I mean is, you know, there's a lot of indecision where they try to do something on the open, the candle opening. It never got where it needs to be, and we closed very similar to where we actually opened. But there's still a big story behind that. So let's jump onto the charts quickly, and I want to show you the three different versions of what we're looking at. Now, they are never going to be perfect like that diagram. You're never going to get a perfect doji where it's a perfect plus sign. You're never going to get all these perfect things, but they all do show very similar sort of things. And you can see over here on the candles here that, you know, we had 4 different days. Remember, these are daily candles that I'm looking at, where we had indecision in the market. Now, that tells a story, guys. It tells that, you know, the market, either something big happened before or something big is going to happen, but the market is confused right now. And when the market usually gets confused, this comes a lot from FUD, it comes a lot from emotion, it comes a lot from these sort of things. And this is when people start losing interest, or they start getting, you know, they just stop paying attention. And as soon as we stop paying attention, something big actually happens. So what happened here was we could see an indecision of the bulls and bears just trying to fight. And we could see over here in this little candle over here, they tried to get somewhere, the bulls tried, the bears tried, we ended up more or less in the middle. We then tried again. The bulls really tried here. They tried, the bears tried. We ended up in the middle. The same here. The bears tried. There's the long tail. We came up. We still closed very similar to where we opened. And then we can see this candle next to it over here. Same thing. They fought. Now, look what happened after that. So usually what happens, guys, is when we start getting to an indecision market, it means people are confused. Something's not right. And this slows down everything, and then we usually start getting the bigger moves. And you can see the same thing that happened in this area over here. Do you see how we started this zone? We started then breaking out of that. We then got to this level over here, was doing something not exactly the same, but do you see the indecision? And as soon as there's indecision, look how we then start to get a very big move. And look how similar it is in this range over here. So as you can see, they're never the same. They never look 100% the same. But these tails everywhere and closing up is giving you those nice little hints. So when the indecision's in the market, all that it's telling you is a big move can possibly be there. Prepare yourself. Have a look. You got good entries, you know, where are you sitting at that stage? Now, we look at that as the first one. Then we got the second 2. And the ones that I want to have a look at is, let's start off with the Dragonfly Doji. There we go. Now, this is a screenshot I took. And as you can see here, guys, do you see this big candle and how long this tail is here at the bottom. You could see how we had them attempt. They tried. The bears tried, the bulls bought it up, and we actually closed off pretty neutral. And when we have these long wicks, these can actually be a nice indication of a possible reversal. Because when you have a long wick to the downward side, it says the bears really tried, and the bulls managed to pull that all the way back up. And you see how important the candles after that are. So these are nice ones to be aware of, and you'll see as you play out that these are possible reversals. When they happen at the bottom and you get these long tails, these are good signs. If we close like that, I like to personally to load up on stock, on normal spot buys. That's when I want to be loading up actually on these specific, especially higher time frame, guys. Then if you have a look at the Gravestone Doji, I'm saying Doge, Doji. And if you have a look here, you could see how we also had the same thing. The bulls tried. They really tried to get the price we want to do. And the bears sucked it all down. We got a neutral candle, and look how we had a fall off after that. So do you see how it's weird how, the 3 different scenarios I've showed you, that the big moves always came after this indecision candles? And now you need to understand why they're actually so important. So that you can just know, I need to be aware, am I in the right place, and do I know actually what to do next if it goes in either other direction. So that's it, guys, keeping it simple, keeping it easy. So as we're closing off this episode, I do want to give a quick shout out to ByBit as well, as they have sponsored the show. Guys, if you do not know yet, have you seen how many spot coins they have added to the exchange? And if you have a look here, you've got the derivatives and you've got the spot. But look how many coins they have managed to build. So after learning all of this knowledge, remember this is a great exchange for you to be using, and you can have a look that they are really building up really, really big. So let's have a quick recap of the show. Now remember, these are candles. They are not actually patterns, even though they do fall under that. And they are these funny looking candles, which actually show a really beautiful story. They show you indecision in the market. They show you the fight between the bulls and the bears. And they give you nice little hints now and then. So make sure to catch the next show. I'll see you all shortly.